Hey there, you great people. I hope you're doing so well, and thank you as always for joining me. Really excited at the moment because my channel, thanks to all of you great people out there, each and every one of you, it's doing really well. My home cooking videos recently have been quite popular, and I might start doing a bit more as autumn and winter draws in and I can do less outdoor activities. Like a lot of you know, if you're watching in England, when it gets autumn and winter, it's rain all the time. It's dark by 4 or 5 p.m. It's horrible. If you didn't know, in a lot of my home cooking, not a lot, but some of my home cooking, I use my own tomatoes and chilies, my own spring onion and things like that. In a minute, I'm going to show you on my little balcony I have, little masonette balcony and my kitchen windowsill. I live in a first floor apartment, but there's no reason I can't, and you can't if you live on a first floor or second floor or whatever apartment with no garden, can't grow some things yourselves. At the moment, I've got, of course, got my strawberry plants, my spring onion, my lemon tree, and this year I've got 3 different types of tomatoes I'm growing and 3 different types of chilies. I'm going to turn around in a minute, open my French doors, which are in front of me over here, and show you the different types and varieties of tomatoes, strawberries, spring onion, and the strawberries and all the rest, the chilies and everything, and show you how I prune them when they're ready to prune and what I might use those ingredients in terms of what dishes I might use them for. Give me a moment and we'll go to the balcony. So just in front of me here, this is 2 bush variety tomato plants, both the same strain, which is Tumbling Tigris. As you can see, these only grow to about 1 foot tall, so they're perfect if, like me, you only have a balcony or a small space. As you can see, got quite a lot of ripe tomatoes that are ready to cut off. And by the way, I've not had any tomatoes off this plant this year whatsoever yet, so this will be the first time harvesting it, and we're getting towards the end of September now. There's 2 plants, and maybe you can see one there and one there, and I've just let them all bind together. Then up here, this is one I actually bought from B&M stores, which I've actually visited from my YouTube channel before. This is a Candy Tom Red, small variety of cherry tomato, and if I come round a little bit, you can see the framework there. Lots of green tomatoes on at the moment that still need to grow quite a bit. In my tin here, Symphony Strawberry. Again, more Symphony Strawberries there, although there's no strawberries at the moment. More Symphony Strawberries, and I've still got one here. With these Symphony Strawberries, in a normal year, when you have a really good hot spring and summer, you normally get 2 crops, one earlier on, say June, July, and then one later in October-ish, September maybe. This year in England, spring and summer has been dreadful, so I don't think I'll get any more strawberries off these plants, except that maybe that one I've just shown you. Inside here, although it's a twig now because I should have potted it on, is this Sun Gold cherry tomato plant, and these are probably the most delicious tomatoes I've ever tasted. I'm probably going to pick off the ones that I can use, that are still usable, and then get rid of this, because with most tomato plants, they'll only last a year, and when it gets too cold, they'll die out. Let me show you now what I've got on the kitchen windowsill growing. Sorry, by the way, about the washing up below. I was going to move it, but I've got this, the first time ever. It's called Hot Banana Chili Plant, and look at the size of that. I mean, that's my hand. It's a very large chili. It starts getting a little bit soft, so I better take that off today. No more on there, so I'll probably take that one off, maybe chop it and freeze it so I can use it in more cooking videos for you all to watch. I have no more buds, so I might as well do that. I've then got this Apache F1 chili plant. These are much smaller, as you can see, chilies, but about 20 times hotter than that. Also, obviously, I've got my lemon tree here. This variety is, it doesn't even say what the variety is, but they are very nice lemons. If you didn't know, with normally indoor lemon trees of this type, I'll only start getting flowers and buds and then eventually lemons sort of starting in sort of autumn, so fall or winter. Let me go back on the balcony, show you what I've got in terms of what I normally use for taking my tomatoes off that plant. So I've just come in the kitchen as you saw, and I thought quickly, obviously I'm just showing these plants, if you're going to prune your chilies, don't prune them on like the main branch like this, because you could have a plant that's got some that's still green on it. If you end up cutting the main branch, then the green ones will not properly ripen. With a chili like this, take it off about here on the actual stem, not on the branch. So if you could probably see a bit better here with this one, take it off about here. We'll take one off now, and I'll just show you very quickly. We're just on the actual stem, not on the branch. That one's dropped down the pot, that's fine. Just like that. Like I said, don't cut the main branch, because if you've got plenty of chilies on there, some red, some green, the green ones won't ripen. So yeah, nip them off just halfway up the actual stem of the chili, like I've done on this one. Right, I'll take you on the balcony now. For the first time this year, and the first time ever with these type of tomatoes, the big tumbling Tigris bush variety of tomatoes I've shown you just now. We'll go back onto the balcony and we'll harvest some for the first time ever. So back out on the balcony now. I've saved this pot here from when I last bought some mushrooms from the supermarket, and use all the mushrooms up and get a good pair of scissors. Like I saying, this will be the first time harvesting these, and don't they look like little watermelons? Quite impressive, I think. Not sure what they'll taste like yet. Yeah, get a good pair of scissors, just snip them off above this star-shaped bit here, and if there's multiple strawberries on there, on like a vine like this, and you had one that was actually ready and red like these, then just snip it off individually like there, rather than cutting the main branch, because then the other ones won't finish up growing. Let's take these other couple off here, keep the vine on there. And I also have, as you can see, a couple that have dropped. Just make sure you've got no holes in them, or they've split. That one's looking good, because then something like an insect might have hollowed it out, a bit like that. That sat in there, and I think something's been eating that from the inside out. So that one we'll throw, that can go to compost. Another one here, very good. This one I can just twist off, leave that bit on. Obviously when you cook them, you're not leaving that little bit on. You can just pinch it off, literally. A few more up the top here, which had dropped, and that's one's got a snail on. We're not too worried about that, but we'll make sure, because the snail's been on there, we'll wash it off. I thought I'd show you anyway what I am growing out here, what I've grown this year with my 3 types of tomatoes, my 2 types of chili there, and of course my strawberries I do every year. In the upcoming videos, the tumbling Tigris tomatoes I've just shown you that have been pruned off the plant will probably get used in a cooking video that'll be coming up some point in the next week or so. I'll still have far more great content to come up way before then, so please keep tuning in, and please remember now, if you like this video, to go down below and actually like it, especially subscribe, share it, and hit the notification bell. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and please go and check out some more of my videos now.